Okay, good morning. Hey everybody, it's me, Kristen, Saturday morning, and I am going to get started right away on what I wanted to share a little bit with you today is just some kind of basics of what we do as Team Beachbody coaches. So I know, and gosh, I think about what material that I'm thinking that, oh, you guys might need, and that will be helpful. And this is what I came up with is the Beachbody Power Hour, the basics of Beachbody coaching. And of course, you might hear some things over again that you've heard before from maybe the Coach Basics group and that sort of thing. And of course, if you're just looking at other coach pages and whatnot, you'll be seeing some of the same things over and over again. But I thought I would just show you this morning. So let me jump right in and get my share the screen with, I don't want to show you this, here we go. Okay, so the Beachbody Power Hour, and maybe that's a new term to you, Power Hour. It's basically the idea of we all don't have a lot of time to dedicate to our business, and most of us don't have all day to work on it. So the idea is, what are the activities that you can do every day for an hour to basically grow your business? So here we go. First of all, before we start into that, I want to recognize Dawn for stepping out of her comfort zone and participating in her first Team Cup, which is awesome. And she's on a team with 4 other coaches that she does not even know. So again, I said that takes guts, and I'm so proud of you. So good for you. I'm very proud of you. Very cool. And then there's Amber. Hey, Amber. You're awesome. Girlfriend hosted your first challenge group using the My Challenge Tracker app. Like, awesome. It's always kind of like hard to start your very first group because you're like, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm doing maybe. And it's like new, and I'm just super proud of her. She's been working hard and just dealing with like people that are not necessarily doing Beachbody programs, but she's still supporting them and helping them, which is exactly what it's all about. So I'm proud of you too, hon. And then there's Jessica. Hey, Jessica. She is a proud new mama. Look at her sweet baby boy that they just adopted from Ethiopia. So that is pretty exciting. It just gives me chills, really. So congrats, Jessica. That's awesome, and can't wait to meet him, and can't wait till you guys are back in the US. So travel safe. See you soon. Okay, here we go. To jump right into the call of the Power Hour and basics of coaching. What do we do daily to build this business? And so there's 4 takeaways. Hopefully that's not too many, but here we go. I'm learning as I go too. So let me move this. There we go. First, number 1, relationship building is always first and foremost. And I know you've heard me say that many times, but it's all about connecting with people and building a relationship first, above and beyond Beachbody. Number 2, focus on what you're doing to better yourself with personal development, your workouts, and drinking Shakeology. So your proof that the product works and your personal development. And I know it's easy to think that, oh, I don't really need to do that necessarily, or I'll do that later. It's easy to put the personal development kind of on the back burner because it doesn't maybe seem like a high priority item that you should be doing. But honestly, it's just the opposite. That should be something that is getting done every single day, almost before anything else, because it is so powerful to be working on your mind and building up your confidence and giving you what you need so that you can become, that you're better yourself, and that in turn can help people. Number 3, just consistency. It's just the idea of these, as we go through and I show you different ideas of what you can do in a Power Hour, it's just a matter of doing these activities consistently over time, and you will build a business. And I am not to the level that I want to be yet either, but I see that it's getting there. So it's exciting. So it does happen. And I kept hearing, oh yeah, you build your business, it will happen if you do this. And it just takes a while, but it does happen. And number 4, Make lists, use your time well, and track your activities. I will show you some tracking systems, and yeah, the power hour is just the idea of using your hour to the maximum. Okay, relationship building. Again, so the more you connect with people on a personal level without any agenda of selling anything, the more in the end that you're going to sell. So it is really just about focusing on helping people. And like, for example, Amber, who has quite a few people in her challenge group who are not doing Beachbody programs, but she's helping them. And you just never know where that will lead. And as you continue to be consistent in your journey using Beachbody, people will come around and they'll see, wow, what she's doing is really working. And a lot of times they'll find that what they're doing maybe isn't. And they eventually say, yeah, I want to try what you're doing. So it's just a matter of that focus on helping them first, even if maybe they haven't bought anything from you yet. Yet is the key word there. And then to get to know people, just ask lots of genuine questions. Just ask people questions, not about Beachbody, but get to know them. And Carl Deichler said this on the Monday wake up call this past, I think it was this week. He said, open a relationship, do not close a sale. So it's not about closing a sale, but about building that relationship so that people trust you and eventually purchase from you. Focus on yourself first. So again, part of your power hours, part of your everyday must-dos, if you will, is that you're focusing on your journey first. You are getting your workout in, you are drinking Shakeology, and you're getting that personal development in, however that might be. Again, if you're folding laundry, listen to a podcast. If you're driving in the car, listen to the wake-up call. That's the only way that I can get it in, is when I'm in my car or when I'm washing dishes at night, and I'll put on put on my headphones and I'll wash dishes and listen to something. So it's not a matter of, yeah, I don't have time to sit down and actually read. So I listen any chance I can when I'm doing something else. So again, it's just, as you know, you can't ask somebody to do something that you're not already doing too. So you just have to take care of it. If you feel a bit scattered and like, I'm not sure where to go and what to do and how do I help people? Well, look at what you're doing. What am I doing? Am I doing my workout? Am I drinking my shake? Do that first. That's what you need to do. Okay. Consistency. Yes. So what I say, it's not how long you work, but how smart you work that gets you results. So just, and again, keep working at it. And I love this from Gary Vaynerchuk. I just listened to his book called Crush It. And he said quite a few times in there that this business and any sort of personal branding, building a team type business, network marketing business, if you will, it's not a marathon. It is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So it's the consistency over time. Okay. Here is Power Hour example number 1. I'm sorry, my phone is ringing, and so that distracted me for a second. Okay. So if you think about this, to be honest, I'm just going to kind of share. The first time I heard about Power Hour, somebody said, I don't even remember where I heard it, but like the idea was if I took 15 minutes to find new contacts, so this one here says add 2 new friends to Facebook. If I took 15 minutes to send out howdy friend messages, just messages, getting in contact with people, keeping in touch with people, nothing to do with Beachbody. At 15 minutes of inviting and 15 minutes of follow-ups. That was an hour and that was money. Like that would, over time, continuing to do that would equate to building customers and building trust and eventually building money or creating money. So that was one thing I used to do. And what I actually did was I would set my timer on my phone and I'd say, okay, 15 minutes, go. I'm going to look through Facebook. I'm going to find friends of friends. I'm going to connect with, find people in new groups, if you will, groups that you're interested in. I mean, there's lots of different ways, I think, to connect to new people. One way that I found was really successful was just finding friends of friends and friend requesting them. Be careful though with Facebook too. You don't want to just start friend requesting people you don't know or don't have any common contacts with, because that's kind of like a red flag for Facebook. And as I know from personal experience, you can get put in Facebook jail. So yeah, be careful. Okay, so this example of Power Hour, this person said, create 2 new friends on Facebook. So all of these were like, 5 minutes, 15 minutes about starting 5 new conversations, inviting new people, follow up. So you can see, you'll start to see when these examples, you'll see some consistency. So it's about adding people to your network, so finding new friends, finding contacts. And that doesn't necessarily only have to be on Facebook or on social media. If you meet somebody at Starbucks, or you meet a friend of a friend because they brought them over for a little get together, that's adding new people to your network. Again, starting new conversations, as I said, I call those howdy friend messages, inviting people and following up. And then down here is like, if you have a challenge group going, of course you want to be consistent in appearing in that challenge group with your posts and commenting to people's posts. And then again, sharing your journey on social media, create posts for later, plan hooks like the stories that you're sharing with people. And that we can get into, that would be a whole nother training about like sharing your story on social media. Again, set your timer on your phone and get to it. Stay out of the Facebook newsfeed. If you find yourself scrolling through Facebook, then that's kind of a time waster and it's not a money builder, but basically. Power Hour example number 2. So again, adding new people to your contact, private messaging people. Hold on, let me see. Okay, sorry, my phone keeps ringing. Private messaging people, privately invite people to coaching, check in with your challenge group, check in with the team page, go through your follow-up lists, responding to messages. So you can just see this is another example of things that you can do in your Power Hour. And as you get, as you're doing this more and more, you're going to find what works well for you. What are the things that you really need to focus on first? Like right now, you might not have a team page. You want to check in with Team Golden, but let's say when you start to build a team page, then that's going to be something else that you're going to want to dedicate time to. But right now, you might be spending more time on sending out howdy friend messages just to get in contact with people, and more time on inviting than you would necessarily in checking in with a challenge group, for example, because maybe you don't have a challenge group going on at the moment. Power Hour example number 3. So again, this whoever created this, I got these images on Pinterest, and I was like, yeah, these are what we do basically. So do your workout, drink Shakeology, personal development. We talked about that. Reconnect with 3 existing friends, send 3 new friend requests, invite 3 people to challenge groups. So all these things, post 3 to 5 times on social media. That's a great goal. If you can get 3 to 5 times, that's a lot. I find I cannot get 5 times. If I get 3 in a day, that's a really good day. So it's just a matter of the time you have, but it is helpful to spend some time in your Power Hour to think about what do I want to post about, or what recipe am I going to be making this week that maybe I could share on my Facebook or my Instagram or whatever social media. I think most of us use Facebook. And again, this is get outside your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to invite and put yourself out there. Cool, feels good. And then finally, number 4, personal development. Check in the Coach Online office. There's another thing. And then social media. So again, what could you be doing? Adding friends, check into groups, do daily deposits, meaning just kind of like, as opposing to just liking somebody's photo on Facebook. Let's say you actually respond and make a comment and ask them a question or give them a compliment. Like you're wanting to get, again, the idea is that you are building a relationship. You want to get conversations going with people. Responding to your messages, setting up Facebook posts, or creating images to use to advertise upcoming challenge groups, if you will. So I will post those 4 photos in Team Golden for you to refer back to. And of course, like I said, you can find these all over Google too. It's different Power Hour examples, but I thought those ones were helpful. Again, here is the idea of finding a tracking system that works for you. It's really important to track who you're talking to, and again, that's where that power of 3 could come in. But I also really like this one that I found. In fact, let me come pull that up. because I made one. Okay. Here is a business activity tracker that I modeled after the one I just showed you on after this one. You know, of course, my daily activities, my workout, Shakeology, personal development, and then here's what I put for like, what do I need to do in my power hour? And I made this Wednesday, and I was like, okay, yep, I did add 3 people to my contacts. I sent out follow-up messages. I scheduled a couple Facebook posts, and I checked the Coach Online office, but I didn't get it all done. And I think too, I think about, gosh, you know, if I scroll down here, Instagram, Pinterest, blog, as I'm going to be starting my website and a blog, or different projects. So this is a work in progress here too, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use it or if it's going to work for me, but I also find that that's a lot of what the idea is, finding a tracking system that works for you. Is like, you know, maybe this won't end up working for me. Or for example, obviously you guys know I track, if you've seen my Power of 3 video, here's how I track my friends. So let's see, this is this week. Okay, so Wednesday I did add friends. I sent friend requests to these 4 people. She did accept. I haven't heard back from these people yet, but here's messages I sent. Here's some invites, and then there's my follow-ups that I've done. So this is how I track the people that I'm talking to. But here's might be a way that I can track what Facebook posts or Instagram posts I put. Again, I'm not sure how I'm going to work it. I do have this too, not to get off topic too much, but just kind of showing you a little bit of my tracking. Here was Nary Fitness. This is Kristen Fit Life. So when I have a post that I'm going to put in Kristen Fit Life, I type it in here first because I can access this from my phone and from my computer. And I also can go back, like even if I go back into Nary Fitness, I can go back and look through different posts, and I have various ideas that maybe, you know, I'm not always reinventing the wheel. There's some similar things that I might say to inspire people. So it's nice to be able to go back and be like, okay, what did I say then? Or what do I have here? October was maybe a little bit better, but anyway, that's a way that I move this here. Okay. Hold on, I apologize. Oh my gosh, my phone keeps ringing. Let me stop this recording really quick. Okay, sorry about that. I kept getting some phone calls, and there you go. So back to this. So hopefully that was helpful. I don't know how focused that was, if that was too much information. I would love feedback from you guys about whether if this was helpful or whatnot. I keep looking at things that maybe you guys can't see up here, but I keep seeing them. Anyway, since nobody's on this call, there aren't any questions, but hopefully think about this too. I was thinking, gosh, maybe that was a lot of information, but think about one takeaway that you can gain from this. What is one thing that you want to try to implement, whether that's I'm going to create a tracking sheet, or I'm going to create a Power of 3 document to keep track of who I'm talking to, or I'm going to set my phone and I'm going to create my 4 things, even if it's that 15 minutes of adding new people to your friends or to your network, inviting, sending out howdy friend messages and follow-ups. Even if you just did that every day, that would be amazing. So it's just little by little, all the little activities that you do daily will over time start to grow. Yeah, I will see you guys all soon. It seems weird for me to do this and nobody's on here. It's like I'm not talking to anybody, but anyway, I know you're all out there and I adore you and I'm so appreciative for you, and thank you for being here and for being awesome coaches. Cool. All right, we'll talk soon.